Hey BornSharp fam, welcome back. Quick challenge. Count how many times you've pulled out your phone today. Go ahead, I'll wait. 10, 20, be honest, it's probably closer to 200. That's right, 200 little swipes, scrolls, and double taps, just to make sure the world hasn't collapsed in the last 30 seconds. But what if I told you the next big thing in tech isn't going to live in your pocket anymore? Nope, it's about to move to your face and your wrist. Meet Meta's Hypernova smart glasses and the neural wristband, two gadgets bold enough to try and replace your smartphone. Today we're breaking it all down. The design, the display, the controls, the price, the risks, and the wild future Meta is betting billions on. By the end, you'll see why this launch could be the most important tech moment of the decade. At first glance, Hypernova doesn't look like sci-fi headgear. No clunky VR headset, no mad scientist cosplay, no cyborg at Comic-Con. Instead, they look normal, stylish even, and that's no accident. Meta partnered with EssilorLuxottica, the powerhouse behind Ray-Ban, Oakley, and Prada. Translation, you're not wearing a gadget on your face. You're wearing fashion with hidden powers. Multiple frame options will launch so you can pick your vibe. Tech wizard, casual weekender, or yes, I'm wearing a $1,000 computer on my face, but I still look brunch ready. Fun fact, people touch their face more than 20 times per hour. Now imagine half those touches are to adjust your stylish computer-powered glasses. Subtle flex, right? Inside the right lens sits the magic. A monocular display with a 20-degree field of view. Now, 20 degrees doesn't sound huge. It's like holding a sticky note at arm's length, but it's plenty for essentials. Think texts, WhatsApp, Messenger, calls, navigation, and yes, Meta AI answering your burning questions like, how many chips are in a Pringles can? The genius here isn't replacing everything, it's eliminating the micro checks. You know, those let me just check real quick moments that turn into 45 minutes of scrolling. Hypernova slices through that cycle by serving you only what matters. And yes, it'll come with a handful of preloaded apps: WhatsApp, Messenger, Maps, Camera, and Meta AI. Enough to prove the concept, not so much that you'll accidentally play Candy Crush during a job interview. Okay, cool glasses, but how do you control them? Because no one wants to be the person waving their arms in Starbucks like they're directing airplanes. Let's talk about the secret sauce. The neural wristband, because glasses without control are just sunglasses with an ego. At first glance, the band looks like a simple strap, but under the hood, it's pure sci-fi. It uses electromyography, sensors that pick up the tiny electrical signals your brain sends to your hand muscles. Here's the wild part. It doesn't wait for you to actually move. It can read the signal before your fingers even twitch. That means your brain thinks swipe right, your wristband whispers to the glasses, and boom, instant command. Why is this a big deal? Because it solves all the awkwardness of gesture control. Remember early VR where people waved their arms like over-caffeinated wizards? Yeah, not happening here. No air piano, no shouting at your glasses like, hey Meta, open maps. Just subtle, silent, almost telepathic control. Sharp fact, electromyography tech, the same stuff inside this band, is so precise it's been tested in prosthetic limbs to let users control robotic hands with just a thought and a twitch. That's not sci-fi, that's here right now. And this isn't just about glasses. This same tech could control games, prosthetic devices, or even your smart home. Imagine turning off the lights with a finger twitch, or scrolling Netflix with a squeeze of your fist. Accessibility experts are already eyeing this as game-changing for people with mobility challenges. Fun fact, this all started back in 2019 when Meta bought a startup called Central Labs. Their demo was wild. People played video games with no controller, just muscle signals. Back then, it felt like science fiction. In 2025, it's in a wristband you can buy. Of course, early versions may have quirks. What if you're scratching your nose and your wristband thinks you just ordered 12 large pizzas? That's where AI learning comes in. The band adapts to your unique patterns so false commands fade over time. The longer you wear it, the more natural it feels, until one day you forget it's even there. That's when you know tech has truly become part of you. Alright, let's talk money. Early rumors said $1,400. Ouch, that's sorry kids, college isn't happening money, but new leaks. Around $800. Still pricey, but less scary. For context, that's iPhone Pro territory. Expensive, yes, but not sell a kidney territory like Apple's $3,500 Vision Pro. Launch is set for September September 17th to 18th at Meta Connect 2025. Expect hype, live demos, and at least one awkward Zuckerberg joke about connecting humanity. Every decade, tech shrinks and moves closer to us. Room-sized computers, desktops, laptops, phones. And now, phones are dissolving into glasses and wristbands. Imagine walking down the street, maps floating in your vision, a text reply sent with just a finger twitch, your playlist scrolling invisibly. That's not sci-fi, that's next week. Quick trivia. In 2007, the iPhone was dismissed as a toy by Microsoft's CEO.
Steve, let me ask you about the iPhone and the Zune, if I may. The Zune was getting some traction, then Steve Jobs goes to Macworld and he pulls out this iPhone. What was your first reaction when you saw that?
$500 fully subsidized with a plan? I said, that is the most expensive phone in the world.
We all know how that turned out. If Hypernova works, it could be another iPhone moment, the kind that sneaks up and rewrites everything. But let's not get carried away. Hypernova isn't perfect. The display, small, just one lens, just 20 degrees. This isn't Tony Stark's Iron Man heads-up display. It's closer to post-it notes in your vision. The wristband? Amazing, but weird at first. And developers need to invent apps that make sense on a teeny tiny interface. And then there's privacy. Glasses that see what you see paired with a wristband tracking your muscles. That's a lot of trust to hand Meta. And let's be real, this is the same company that turned selling your data into a business model. Some people won't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Here's the thing, Hypernova isn't the final boss. It's just the tutorial level. Meta has another project, Orion, aiming for full-blown AR glasses that could replace your phone completely. Think holograms, multitasking, immersive experiences. Hypernova is the gateway drug. Stylish enough to wear, affordable enough to spread, and powerful enough to make you wonder if you even need a phone anymore. This is how revolutions start. Slowly, sneakily, one pair of glasses at a time.
But here's the thing, revolutions don't shout, they whisper. The iPhone didn't replace flip phones overnight, it crept in, one curious friend at a time. Hypernova could follow that same path. At first, it'll feel like a flex. Wait, did you just reply without pulling out your phone? Then, slowly, it becomes normal, and normal becomes essential. Sure, Meta may not have the final word. History proves the first mover isn't always the winner. BlackBerry, MySpace, Palm Pilot. But someone will take this idea and run with it. And once people get a taste of life without constant screen checks, there's no going back. So whether you trust Meta or not, remember this moment, because 2025 might be the year we start saying goodbye to the smartphone and hello to what comes next.
So BornSharp fam, what do you think? Would you wear them? Are you ready to ditch your phone for a pair of glasses and a wristband? Or are you waiting for the version 2.0 with fewer bugs? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is one debate that's just heating up. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more deep dives into the gadgets shaping our future. Until next time, stay sharp.